and we hope you can join
Our
us.
team coverage begins with Oklahoma's News 8's Mike Ziegenhorn.
Quite a day for quite a player, Zig.
Boy, I tell you what, and the fans, they just started pouring into Dallas early this morning, and not really sure why, just because they knew Mickey Mantle. Today, about 1,200 people, some sitting on windowsills, jammed at Dallas church. They came to remember a baseball hero, Mickey Mantle. The old boys came to Texas today, Whitey, Yogi, and all the rest, to honor and remember the teammate, the pal, the Mick.
I mean, here's a guy that was bigger than life, only he didn't think so. If he was here today, he'd be wondering, why are these people here, you know what I'm saying? So he never realized that people, I mean, he just never believed that people loved him as much as they loved him.
As difficult as it was to talk of him in the past tense, the words were often eloquent.
Mickey Mantle was the kind of ball player, the kind of person that people were attracted to. And so while we grieve, we also honor Mickey as we remember his life and the special ways and memories that touched us all.
Sportscaster Bob Costa spoke for every fan who ever saw him play.
Long before many of us ever cracked a serious book, we knew something about mythology as we watched Mickey Mantle run out a home run through the lengthening shadows of a late Sunday afternoon at Yankee Stadium.
Mantle hit 2 exactly 40 years ago today.
When he was hot, we felt great. When he slumped or got hurt, we sagged a bit too. We tried to crease our caps like him, kneel in an imaginary on-deck circle like him, run like him, heads down, elbows up. Billy Crystal's here today. Billy says that at his bar mitzvah, he spoke in an Oklahoma drawl. For reasons that no statistics, no dry recitation of facts can possibly capture, he was the most compelling baseball hero of our lifetime. And he was our symbol of baseball at a time when the game meant something to us that perhaps it no longer does.
Mantle always said if he'd known he was going to live as long as he did, he would have taken better care of himself. Yes, it was an imperfect life, but what a life.
None of us, Mickey included, would want to be held to account for every moment of our lives. But how many of us can say that our best moments were as magnificent as his?
Mickey Mantle, the Commerce comment, coming up a little bit later in sports. We'll hear from some of the folks who were at the funeral today and why they were there.
All right, and also at the close of our show, we're going to have a special tribute with some of the music sung by Roy Clark, and that's at the close of our show. We hope you'll stay around for that. Thanks, Zig. Team coverage in the Newsview Center, Mike.
Carolyn Charles, there are still family members to share memories of Mantle in the Mays County town of Spavinaw, his birthplace.
Oh, yeah, I saw him out after he was born.
What'd you think?
Well, I'll tell you what, when he was a little kid, he'd cry louder than any kid you ever heard.
Orville Holt is Mickey Mantle's 91-year-old uncle. The Yankees' 1952 World Series picture hangs on his wall. Mantle's mother, Lovell, and father, Mutt, moved to Commerce when Mickey was 3. But his uncle remembers Mickey returning to play Sunday games on this field when he was 15.
Put me in playing along about the 6th inning. We was behind and had the base loaded. Mick hit a home run. And that banner jumped up and down and said, "No, damn well that's what happened, but I ain't let you put him in there."
Helen Page remembers her second cousin carrying her on his shoulders.
A lot of the family would get together for big dinners, and we would always watch when he was on television, and that's back when it was in black and white. And we'd all gather around and watch the games and cheer for Mickey as if he could hear us, only, you know, he couldn't, but we felt like he could. And it was a big deal.
There used to be a sign that said birthplace of Mickey Mantle, but that's gone now. There's no monument saying this is the birthplace of Mickey Mantle. This is where the house stood where he was born, but it was torn down several years ago. Helen Page's children collect his cards and pictures and saw him several times.
I've been practicing a lot, and I've been trying to bat left and right-handed.
Switch it.
Yeah, switch it.
Page is a kindergarten teacher who sees a lesson in Mantle's life.
It's hard to believe he's gone. He made such an impact on this area, on people around here. It made people realize that no matter what town you're from, no matter how big or small, that if you have the desire, you can go on to be anything you want.
Mantle's family says his father wanted Mickey to play baseball, rolling a ball to him before he could even walk. Charles and Carol.
All right, thank you so much, Mike.
They're not talking about naming the baseball field where Mantle used to play in his name. Now we're giving you a unique chance to express your impressions of Mickey Mantle through our Interact 8 online issue. Carol?
And here's how you can do it. Just reach us through the internet at KTUL-TV at AOL.com. That's KTUL-TV at AOL.com. And we'll share a sampling of the responses that reach us online.
Fans and family. Before today's funeral, 50 people attended a wake for the baseball great from Commerce. Afterward, baseball said farewell to the Mick. Sports Director Bob Healy was there.
They started lining up as early as 9 this morning outside Lovers